Change the report. And so they gave it to us. Now we developed a conflict among the four. Two were outsiders. The two outsiders want to change it. The two insiders. Now there were two of us, not Margaret in this case. Now I was part of this team, and Gerard Lambert was the second part of this. It has nothing to do with racism. It has nothing to do with bilingualism. We are all good scientists. We are all on the right side. Good Canadians doing our jobs with due diligence, regardless of our language, regardless of our color, regardless of our ethnicity. We all are trying to do the job the way it is supposed to be done. So the others two tell us we should change the report. By this time, all four had signed. We said, sorry, you want to change it? You change it. We're not changing it. You're outsiders. You do what you want. We're not going to change it. So the two of them wrote a revised report. All they did was they removed the name, but basically the report remained the same. In other words, there are problems with this product. Now the department is trying to say, well, there are two reports. They're saying there are two reports, but the reports are actually matching. All this information has now gone to the Senate of Canada. So the Senate said, bring all those people here. We want to hear from them. When the polite word is that you're invited. But that invitation is like a subpoena. If you say no, you can go to jail. So you have to go. When the Senate or parliamentary committee says you're invited, which means you're ordered to go. Now, I said, yes, we'll go. We can't refuse, but we want written guarantees that nothing will happen to us after we go there. Because that's going to be a public meeting. There'll be media present. And so we want guarantees. Written guarantees were given by the minister, Alan Rock, and the deputy minister, David Dodge, eventually become the governor of the bank. He was the deputy minister of health. Now, one is president of Ottawa U, the other one is president of Queens. Nice triangle.
Yeah.
Okay? This is our country. They give this inviting, and then the department says, here, take this report, speak from this, and they remove pages and chapters. Speak from this. And two people from the Privy Council arrived to coach us how to appear before the Senate, what statements to make, and telling us only the minister can speak. And so you have to be careful when you answer questions. I said, I'm sorry. Who are you people? I don't know you. You say you're from Treasury, you're from the Privy Council, you're a bunch of clerks from somewhere. I want my bosses here. Why aren't they here? Ultimately, this report got into the hands of the farmers from the court, where it was tendered. So now it was a public document. They got a copy of it, and they put it on the web. Look at the tricks. People have a lot of power. You may not have the media on your side, but then there are modern, communications that have changed. So now this went out, and there was an organization in the United States. They started to sell our report for $5 a piece, just for the postage. So the department said, well, now that it's public, you can speak from the actual report. When it's very funny, but it's very serious stuff. When we go there, they said, do you want to speak under oath or without taking the oath? But it means the same thing. Even if you affirm, you can't lie. And my side said, yes, we want to speak under oath. So they pull out the scriptures. I'd never had that experience. So we are sworn to tell the truth, the whole truth, but nothing but the truth. And the senators make an opening statement. So I said, sir, I have a problem. I just took oath to God. So I have to tell the truth. But when I joined the public service, I took another oath. That was oath of loyalty to the Queen. My problem is, I don't know what truth to tell. The truth which is in my head, or the truth that the minister is telling me to tell. One senator said, go with God. That was Senator Whalen. You know, Senator Whalen with the big guy. He was the most honest politician ever. He used to be Minister of Agriculture. A very decent, honest man. So he said, go with God. I said, okay, now that you give me the freedom. So I described what I've just described to you, most of it. Other senators got pretty upset. They said, is this the only drug? Or are there others? I said, sir, since you asked, I listed another 12 or 13. They said, there's a cancer going on in Health Canada. It should be fixed. It should be investigated. And this went on. They called me back 3 times. We want everything stated. And senators saying, anytime anything happens to you, come back to us, even 5 years. We are the Senate. We are here all the time. Members of Parliament come and go, but we will protect you. Thank you, sir. Within 3 months, I go back. I get suspended. Suspended for 5 days without pay for criticizing the Department of Racism at a public meeting, in a government meeting on employment equity. And what I had said was that Health Canada says there is no racism. I said, the statement I had made there, that yesterday a Director General was here. I wasn't here, so I don't know what he said. But anything he would say that everything is okay now would be a lie, because nothing is happening at Health Canada as far as racism is concerned. And they said, you called the Director General a liar, so therefore you're suspended for 5 days without pay. I said, I didn't call him a liar. I said it would be a lie. There's a difference. And when I'm suspended, Senator Kinsella, who's a conservative, it was Senator Kinsella who introduced what we call the Canadian Human Rights Act as a private member's bill in 1978. He's a very experienced man. He was formerly a deputy minister, professor of theology in New Brunswick, and now a senator and deputy leader of the Conservative Party. He one day assembled some community leaders on behalf of Joe Clark on a Sunday. His question was, he'd like to know that the leader of the Conservative Party, PC at that time, would like to know, you newer Canadians why aren't you getting involved in civic affairs, including the political process?